What's going on, everybody? This is your host, Demetrius, with the PPP Panthers Prime Podcast. Hey, New York City edition. That's where I'm at right now. That's why I've been gone for a couple days. I'm in New York City doing a tour, but guess what? We are approaching week 1, baby. Panthers versus Falcons. A lot of disrespect coming towards Bryce Young. We're going to talk about it. Man. Y'all know what time it is. Let's go. All right, man, so as we get prepared for week 1, the Carolina Panthers versus Atlanta Falcons, of course, things start to ramp up. A lot of conversations start to happen, and, people start to say things that's a little bit, I would say, left field, so to say. So yesterday on Undisputed, we had Lil Wayne and Keyshawn Johnson, which is a former Panther, have a discussion about Bryce Young. And the discussion about Bryce Young was, in my opinion, a little bit on the salty side. Keyshawn started off by saying that I don't want to sound like I'm hating or I'm being disrespectful, but everything that he kind of laid out was towards the negative about Bryce Young. And I believe that when you have an opinion about someone, all opinions get trumped by facts. And the facts are that Bryce Young has shown that he can take a hit. Bryce Young has shown that he can be elusive in the pocket. Bryce Young has shown that he's a very, very quick thinker. Bryce Young has shown that he can throw the ball deep. That he doesn't have I believe he said a pistol gun, water gun as an arm or whatever. And then after that, we had Lil Wayne make a comment saying that that his arm is going to get broken.
When you are small like this,
yeah,
it's very, very difficult. You say he has a whip of an arm. He has. It ain't gonna
break his arm. They're gonna break his arm.
It ain't gonna help you when you're on your back.
And trust me, I get it. I understand the whole thought process of his size being an issue, and everybody's saying that quarterbacks his size have not panned out in the NFL. But let me remind you of this. The Carolina Panthers have been through a litany of quarterbacks. We've went through Cam Newton. We went through Teddy Bridgewater. We've been through Sam Darnold, P.J. Walker. We've been through Baker Mayfield. Why people hate on the Carolina Panthers so much, I think it's because they know that we now have a quarterback. I think it's because they understand now that we have weapons at wide receiver. When you look at the elevation of wide receivers from last year to this year, I would say that I'll give it a B. I'll give it a B, only because I haven't really seen Amir Smith-Marset here in Carolina yet. But the elevation and the upgrade that we've, done on the wide receiver core is pretty much, top tier. You have Adam Thielen, DJ Chark, you have Laviska Shenault, Amir and Hayden Hurst. You see what I'm saying? Like, we have really, really good players that are going to be able to get open and help Bryce Young out. Then Keyshawn brought up this, this dumb, story about him and I think Doug Flutie or whatever, that he couldn't see where the quarterback was at in the pocket and the ball was just there. I mean, if you are a wide receiver, that's kind of what it is. You're running your route. You're not running your route and looking back at the quarterback to see where the quarterback is at. You're running your route and you know where the ball is supposed to be placed at. That's what real quarterbacks do, and real wide receivers run the route with anticipation of the ball being there at that spot. When they turn their head around, the ball should be right there. You're not looking back in the pocket, 15, 20 yards down the field or whatever to see where the quarterback is at, then looking up for the ball. It's the worst. It's the worst. I want to say a story that Keyshawn could have told to compare Doug Flutie to Bryce Young. It makes no sense at all. So I understand that there's a lot of hate. There's a lot of unknowns, I guess you could say, with the Carolina Panthers. But the one thing that is known is that Bryce Young is elite. Bryce Young is a threat. Bryce Young is not slow, like Keyshawn said. Bryce Young has wheels. He's elusive. And, week 1 in Atlanta is going to be on display. I believe that people aren't giving the Carolina Panthers as much credit as they should, and I think that they are. It could be because we've been through in the past 2 years, 3 years, really. No, I'll go back to about 5 years. We've been through 4 head coaches. 5 actually. Ron Rivera, Perry Fuel. Then we have Matt Rule, Steve Wilkes. Now we have Frank Reich. So we've been through 5 head coaches, a litany of quarterbacks. So the identity on offense isn't there. Now, our defense has always been stout. Our defense has always been, on point. But I think this is the first real time that we have an elite quarterback since Cam Newton that's going to do this. It's not going to run first. It's going to pass first. Yeah. And that frightens a lot of people. So, hey, get ready for the show. I'll say that. The Bryce Young show. King Bryce is on the on the map, and teams that are going to be playing us will see firsthand how good he is. So hey, what you guys think about what Keyshawn said? Lil Wayne said. What's your thoughts? I understand it's all for ratings. I understand it's all for more views to Undisputed because Shannon's not there. So hey, you got to pick from someplace. You got to have somebody talking. But like I said, if your biases aren't looked at in the avenue of facts trumping your bias, like if your biases are lukewarm when it comes down to the facts, it can't hold up against facts, throw it out the way. If the Carolina Panthers can't run the ball, I'm going to say the Carolina Panthers can't run the ball. I'm not going to say because we have these players, the Carolina Panthers can run the ball. That's dumb. That's dumb. And in like manner, Bryce Young can see over the line. Bryce Young is quick. Bryce Young is elusive. So once you see those things, throw your biases out the window. That's all I'm saying. Hey, man, week 1's coming up. Falcons, Panthers. I'm going to be down there with my son, man. Excited about the game. Hey, football's back Thursday, baby. I'm watching that game on Thursday. Football is back, man. I'm excited, man. So, hey, this is your boy Demetrius with the PPP, Panthers Prime Podcast. Hey, man, I want to thank everybody who has subscribed to the channel. We have blown past 500. I think right now we're sitting at, I want to say 650 subscribers or something like that. I mean, you guys have really, shown some love, man. So, next week I will be posting, the giveaway for us eclipsing the 500 mark for subscribers. The next one is going to be 1,000. Help me get to 1,000. We get to 1,000, we're doing some big things, man. So, hey, this is your boy Demetrius with the PPP. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Hey, all love. Y'all know what time it is. Let's go.